Welcome to the channel. In this video, we're diving into the world of hidden treasures as we explore the four most expensive and ultra-rare U.S. coins, including the Susan B. Anthony Silver Dollar, the Sacagawea Gold Dollar, and the Jefferson Nickel with a rare P-Mint mark. Even in dirty or worn condition, these seemingly ordinary coins could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. So before you spend that old coin, stick around, because you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. First up, the 1978 half-dollar coin from the United States of America is one of the last great treasures of the 20th century, a shining piece of American numismatic history that still captures the imagination of collectors and dreamers alike. Known officially as the 1978 Kennedy half-dollar, this coin carries deep symbolism, power, and legacy. It was minted to honor the late President John F. Kennedy, whose image graces the obverse side with pride and reverence. By 1978, the U.S. Mint had already transitioned from the silver versions of the 1960s to the copper-nickel clad composition, but that did not diminish its beauty or historical charm. Every coin struck in that year carried the spirit of a nation that remembered a fallen hero and the craftsmanship of a mint determined to preserve his image forever. The fascinating story behind this coin begins with the great American coinage shift of the early 1970s. The U.S. Mint was moving away from precious metals and into a new era of durability and practicality. Yet, even in this evolution, the 1978 half-dollar retained its regal aura. On the obverse, Kennedy's youthful face gleamed under the bold word liberty, a tribute to freedom, leadership, and courage. The reverse carried the majestic presidential seal, an eagle clutching olive branches and arrows, symbolizing peace and power in perfect harmony. Every curve and letter was struck with precision, reflecting the fine detail of American artistry. This was not just currency. It was a piece of living history. Now, here's where the mystery and excitement truly begin. Among millions of 1978 Kennedy half-dollars, a few special versions stand out coins with mint marks like D for Denver or S for San Francisco, and some even rumored to have experimental or gold-toned layers that collectors call gold sticker or gold-plated editions. These are not official mint issues, but private plating or rare toning that happen over decades of oxidation or preservation, giving them a glittering golden glow. In today's market, these coins, when kept in pristine fine condition, can attract collectors willing to pay a fortune, especially if the coin carries full luster, clear strike lines, and a mirror-like surface. It's the type of coin that whispers wealth and history at the same time. What makes the 1978 half-dollar truly captivating is not just its metal, but its legacy. It was the end of an era. After 1978, production of half-dollar for circulation began to decline sharply, making this year one of the last heavily distributed Kennedy halves. People began hoarding them as keepsakes rather than spending them, giving rise to their semi-rare status in modern times. Those who have one in brilliant, uncirculated condition, or sealed with a golden hue, are often astonished by how such a simple coin can hold such immense potential. In private auctions and collector circles, even a single rare variation has been known to fetch prices that could change someone's life overnight. Imagine holding a 1978 half-dollar in your hand the weight of metal, the shine of time, the story of America itself etched in every line. Some believe these coins have unimaginable value not just for their rarity, but for their emotional power. When a collector sees a flawless, mint-marked, golden-toned 1978 half-dollar, it's more than money, it's magic. These coins have been called the sleeping giants of U.S. numismatics because their true worth often remains hidden until discovered by someone who understands their depth. That's why experts say, if you own one, don't let go cheaply. It's not just a coin, it's a key to fortune, a symbol of the American dream, a glittering bridge between past and present. The market for Kennedy halves continues to surprise. While most everyday 1978 half-dollars might seem ordinary, certain ones, especially those with mint errors-proof finishes or rare toning, have sold for thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Imagine a coin struck with a double die or one preserved untouched since the day it was minted. Its value multiplies astronomically. And as gold-toned collector versions circulate, myths grow around them, fueling a sense of wonder that transforms this half-dollar into a legend. In the collector's world, Such stories often turn into fortune. So, the 1978 half dollar isn't just a coin, it's a chance, a whisper of destiny. Some call it the lucky coin, others call it a hidden treasure. It represents time, legacy, and the unpredictable power of rarity. If you hold one with a mint mark, a gold sheen, and flawless detail, you're not just holding metallurgy, you're holding the heartbeat of an era. The value of this coin is not only counted in dollars, but in dreams. It stands as a reminder that sometimes the smallest things, when kept with care, have the strength to change your fortune overnight. The 1973 half-dollar coin of the United States of America holds a fascinating and magnetic story, one wrapped in history, rarity, and the golden shimmer of luck that collectors crave. Minted during an era when the nation's coinage was shifting from silver to copper-nickel composition, this coin stands as a bridge between old American money traditions and modern minting craftsmanship, bearing the proud image of President John F. Kennedy on its obverse. The 1973 half-dollar carries not only the face of a beloved leader, but also the spirit of a generation that revered hope, strength, and national pride. Every detail carved into its surface speaks volumes of American legacy, from the sharp lines of Kennedy's profile to the radiant liberty that crowns the coin's edge like a symbol of light breaking through history. The 1973 half-dollar was not issued for general circulation, a decision that instantly placed it in the realm of collectors rather than everyday spenders. This means that every 1973 Kennedy half-dollar that exists today was made for special mint sets or proof sets, giving each piece an aura of exclusivity. The Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S mints each produce their own versions, but the San Francisco proofs, especially the ones in mirror-like condition, stand apart as dazzling examples of minting perfection. Over time, some of these coins found themselves encased with golden stickers or housed in private collections that gave them mysterious prestige, leading many to believe that a certain gold sticker or perfect round coin could be a hidden treasure worth millions in today's rare coin market. What makes the 1973 half-dollar so fascinating isn't just its composition, or miniatures the story it tells. Collectors say this coin carries a whisper of destiny, a reminder of America healing from change and stepping boldly into a new era. The coin's weight, its metallic luster, its powerful Kennedy engraving each element feels as though it's preserving a fragment of time. When held in the palm, it's more than just metal. It feels like holding a silent witness of history. Many numismatists call it a sleeping beauty among U.S. coins because, though not everyone recognizes its worth instantly, those who do see its extraordinary charm know it can awaken fortunes overnight. Today, in the ever-booming world of coin collectors, a 1973 half-dollar in fine condition, especially one with that eye-catching gold sticker or near-flawless proof shine, can be worth far more than its face value. It's not uncommon for well-preserved pieces to spark bidding wars and auctions where passion and rarity collide. Some collectors even call it a millionaire's charm, a coin that can change one's destiny if discovered in an old collection or family treasure box. Its beauty lies not just in its metallic glow, but in the story it tells of craftsmanship, rarity, and the mystery of hidden value. So if you happen to hold a 1973 Kennedy half-dollar that gleams with golden hues, or bears a mint mark that sets it apart, do not rush to trade it away in a world of numismatics, rarity, and perfection rule, and this coin has both. The market today hungers for pieces that capture America's legacy and artistry, and the 1973 half-dollar does exactly that. It stands as a symbol of resilience and gracie, a coin that refuses to fade with time, instead growing ever more powerful in its allure. This is not just a half-dollar. It is a golden chapter of U.S. Historia coin that can turn an ordinary collector into a fortune holder overnight. Treasure it, protect it, and know that in your hand lies not just currency, but a piece of American legend, an echo of Kennedy's immortal dream, sealed forever in shining metal. The 1985 half-dollar coin of the United States of America, though often overlooked by casual collectors, holds a mysterious charm and potential value that can astound even the most experienced numismatists. It belongs to the Kennedy half-dollar series, a coin that carries deep American symbolism, minted in honor of President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. By 1985, this coin had become an icon of American pride and resilience, but hidden within its varieties, mint marks, and rare misprints lies the possibility of immense worth, sometimes even enough to change fortunes overnight. The 1985 Kennedy half dollar was produced at two major mints, Philadelphia and Denver, each marked respectively with the letter P or D near the bust of Kennedy. Though millions were struck, what makes certain 1985 halves incredibly valuable are unique errors, condition, or special characteristics, such as a gold-plated finish, an unusual double die, or a proof-like surface. Some coins of these rare attributes, especially when preserved even in dirty or naturally aged conditions that authenticate their originality, have fetched unimaginable prices in private auctions and collector markets. The so-called gold sticker round versions are not official mint issues, but privately enhanced or custom-plated coins that some collectors treat as premium editions, adding to their allure and value depending on rarity and historical uniqueness. In the world of coin collecting, condition plays a crucial role, yet with coins like the 1985 half dollar, even a piece showing signs of wear or a rough, dirty finish can hold untold value if it possesses the right combination of mint mark and striking error. A faint doubling on Kennedy's profile, a slightly misaligned strike, or an off-center minting can all push its value far beyond its face worth. Some collectors are drawn to coins with mysterious patina or a hint of natural toning, seeing beauty and history in imperfection, a sign that the coin has journeyed through decades of American history untouched by careless polishing or restoration. There have been stories in numismatic circles of collectors finding a rare 1985 Kennedy half dollar in everyday circulation, unaware of its true value. When properly appraised, these coins sometimes reach staggering prices, particularly when certified by grading authorities. A proof strike or a specimen coin minted for special collectors in San Francisco, identified by an S mint mark, can also command a high premium. These coins, struck with mirror-like surfaces and razor-sharp details, represent the pinnacle of U.S. mint craftsmanship from the mid-1980s, a time when precision met patriotism in metallic form. Beyond its potential value, the 1985 half dollar carries an emotional and historical resonance. It represents more than currency. It embodies American strength, innovation, and remembrance. The portrait of Kennedy, confident and eternal, reflects the nation's enduring spirit. For collectors, this coin is a bridge between modern minting and the golden age of U.S. numismatics, a relic of craftsmanship before technology took full control of coin design. Some claim that certain 1985 half dollars plated in gold or bearing unusual mint characteristics have sold for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and demand. While such cases are rare, the belief in their power and mystery fuels fascination among coin hunters worldwide. To hold one in your hand is to hold a piece of history, potential fortune, and legacy, all in a single shining round. So, if you ever come across a 1985 half dollar coin, whether gleaming or coated with the marks of time, whether marked D, P, or bearing an unusual gold tint, guard it well. It could be more than metal. It could be destiny disguised as a coin. In today's unpredictable collector market, one small discovery could turn an ordinary life into an extraordinary story. Never underestimate the coin that bears the face of a legend, minted in an era when every detail was a tribute to the American dream. This 1985 Kennedy half dollar may look simple, but its legacy and potential value are nothing short of revolutionary. The most valuable and expensive 1972 half dollar coin, a hidden treasure of America's golden era. The year 1972 marked a bold and beautiful chapter in American coinage, and among the shining creations of that time, the 1972 Kennedy half dollar stands out like a legend carved in metal. This coin isn't just silver and copper pressed into a circle. It's a time capsule of hope, memory, and mystery. Born in the aftermath of President John F. Kennedy's assassination, this half dollar became a national symbol of unity, respect, and legacy. Every curve of his portrait gleams with the spirit of America in the early 1970s, a nation moving forward, yet holding tightly to its heroes. What makes the 1972 half dollar truly fascinating is not just its design, but its story of rarity and fortune. Though millions were minted, Very few survived in special conditions that turned them into treasures today. Those coins bearing mint marks like D for Denver or S for San Francisco tell a deeper story of the journey from mass circulation to numismatic royalty. The S mint mark proofs, in particular, shimmer with almost mystical beauty. And if one bears an unusual shine, a striking error, or a mysterious gold sticker round finish, collectors' hearts race. Such pieces have crossed auction floors, commanding prices so high they make ordinary coins look like pebbles beside diamonds. The coin's composition and craftsmanship speak volumes of the mint's artistry. Most 1972 half-dollars were made of copper-nickel clad metal, but rare silver variants and test strikes still exist. These are the golden needles in a haystack that can rewrite a collector's destiny overnight. A coin once worth 50 cents could, under the right light, be worth millions of dollars today. Stories swirl among coin enthusiasts about dirty, worn 1972 as found in old drawers, later revealed under magnifying lenses to be minting miracles, misstruck dies, double images, or experimental layers that never should have left the mint. Imagine holding a 1972 half-dollar with a gold-tinted round sticker. Slightly dusty, its luster hiding beneath years of touch. It may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but to an expert, it whispers the promise of fortune. Coins with golden hues often signal plating experiments or private post-mint treatments that, through the passage of time, have turned into one-of-a-kind artifacts. The mystery behind that shine has collectors battling to own even a single piece. The Kennedy half-dollar series itself was born from tragedy and patriotism. When the coin was first minted in 1964, Americans lined up in tears just to hold a small piece of history in their hands. By 1972, it had become a symbol of strength and remembrance, the continuation of Kennedy's dream engraved in metal. Each 1972 issue carries that emotional weight, and that's part of its value. Collectors don't just buy a coin. They buy a story, a heartbeat from a different era. In today's market, the value of a 1972 half-dollar depends on more than its shine. It's the rare mint errors, the gold tint, the dye varieties, and the historical resonance that make it priceless. Some coins have sold for staggering sums 5, 6, even 7 figures, not because of their material, but because of their uniqueness and emotional pull. Imagine a coin once tossed into a drawer, now being worth more than a mansion. That's the power of rarity, the magic of discovery, and the reason coin collectors never stop searching. If you are lucky enough to own a 1972 half-dollar coin in fine or dirty condition, don't underestimate it. That smudge or dull color might be covering something extraordinary, a variant, a minting flaw, or a one-of-a-kind pattern. Some of these have been called unimaginable finds, capable of turning an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. This is not fantasy. It's the reality of numismatic history, where every coin tells a different story, and some stories are worth fortunes. The secret world of coin collecting thrives on passion, mystery, and luck. A 1972 half-dollar might sit forgotten in a box today, but under the right circumstances, it can become the golden key to destiny. That's why collectors say never spend an old coin before you know its worth. You might be holding the rarest treasure America ever minted. So, next time you see that 1972 Kennedy half-dollar glimmering faintly in your hand, whether it's shining clean or covered in the dust of time, remember, its true value is far beyond numbers. It's a relic of honor, a whisper from history, and possibly the key that could change your fortune overnight. The year 1976 was not an ordinary one in American coinage history. It was a year of celebration, patriotism, and pure numismatic glory. The United States marked its 200th year of independence, and to honor this historic occasion, the U.S. Mint released the 1976 bicentennial half-dollar, a coin that instantly became a symbol of freedom, heritage, and power. The coin carries not just the face of John F. Kennedy, but the soul of a nation reborn in pride and triumph. Those who hold this coin in their hands aren't just holding metal. They are holding history, legacy, and potential fortune that could transform lives overnight. Unlike any ordinary half-dollar, the 1976 Kennedy half-dollar was struck with a dual date 1776 to 1976, symbolizing 2 centuries of American independence. The reverse side of this coin is unlike any other in U.S. history. Instead of the traditional presidential seal, it features the Independence Hall of Philadelphia, the birthplace of the Declaration of Independence. This powerful design was created by Seth G. Huntington, and every detail speaks of freedom and pride. The coin was struck in both copper-nickel and special 40% silver composition, making certain versions far rarer and more desirable. But the magic doesn't stop at its patriotic design. The real value lies in the mint marks and rare variations that were struck under unique conditions. The most valuable of them are those with the S mint mark, produced at the San Francisco Mint, especially those proof versions in deep cameo finish. Some rare 1976 half dollars even show striking errors, double dies, missing mint marks, or off-center strike cacheets, transforming a simple coin into a $1,000,000 miracle. Imagine owning a coin that looks ordinary but hides a secret minting flaw that collectors would battle to own at any cost. And then there are the stories of gold-plated or gold-stickered bicentennial halves, coins that collectors treated like treasures of their own. While many of these were privately enhanced for display, a few unique specimens have made headlines due to their extraordinary rarity or minting history. A 1976 half dollar with fine condition, a golden hue, and a perfect strike can leave even expert collectors in a weird type of coin that appears once in a lifetime, the kind that could change your destiny in the blink of an eye. Over time, most half dollars were spent, lost, or melted, but the ones that survived, untouched, preserved in mint luster, have grown in value like silent gold mines waiting to be discovered. Today, certain graded 1976 Kennedy halves in flawless MS-70 or PR-70 condition sell for thousands, and error pieces or silver proofs have shocked auction houses with unimaginable prices reaching into 6 or 7 figures. To a true collector, the 1976 half dollar is not just a coin. It's a symbol of America's enduring Frida token of luck, wealth, and freedom. Think about it, a coin that once cost 50 cents can now be the key to fortune. The combination of rarity, history, and patriotic emotion has turned this bicentennial masterpiece into one of the most talked-about treasures in American numismatic circles. If your coin bears a San Francisco S mint mark, or shows a deep mirror-proof finish, or even a strange golden tone, you might be sitting on something far beyond imagination. The world of collectors today is obsessed with the idea of finding that one extraordinary piece, and the 1976 half dollar stands tall among them as a legend. Each coin tells its own story. Each one is a time traveler from the past, whispering the tale of America's 200 years of freedom and the craftsmanship of an era gone by. The golden shine, the bold dual date, the engraving of Independence Hall all fuse into a masterpiece that captures history's heartbeat. For those lucky enough to possess this coin, don't underestimate its potential. It might look simple, but under the right light and right collector's eye, it can sparkle with unimaginable value. Many millionaires of today started as ordinary coin collectors who recognized the hidden power of history in their hands. A single 1976 half dollar, especially with rare mint variations or proof quality, can indeed make someone a fortune overnight. This is not just metal, it's memory, miracle, and money fused together. So if you ever come across this coin with its shimmering surface, its 1776 to 1976 date, and that proud American design, hold it tight. It's not just currency, it's a doorway to destiny. The 1976 Kennedy half dollar remains a legend of the U.S. Mint, a coin that doesn't just shine, it glows with history. And for the fortunate collector, it carries the power to turn a dream into gold, a small piece of silver into an empire, and an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight.